This is the site of one of the most haunted places in the whole of Hertfordshire. Tonight, on the anniversary of a terrible tragedy, we will tell you the story of the Eves family. Over decades, people have reported that this place is haunted. There have been sightings or just an eerie feeling of a presence. But just how credible are these claims? Tonight, we're going to find out.
Well, 11:30 at night actually, and we're here to see why this town in Hertfordshire called Datchworth, a beautiful village, is also known as the most haunted village in the county. A very famous ghost story. And it actually links back to real events that happened in 1769, all about the Eves family and their treatment, or rather lack of treatment, at the hands of the villagers of Datchworth. What was that?
It was the 30 sign just came in. We all scared.
Okay, anyway, let's carry on.
Okay, well, just before we tell you the story, I think we ought to say that we're on the lookout for ghosts along Rectory Lane, and they say that if you're looking for ghosts, you should notice if the air goes still and silent. You should look for strange mist that might appear, funny slight light movements out of the corner of your eye, and maybe a feeling that you're being watched. So we're walking Rectory Lane right now to see if we can experience or feel any of these things. We're walking it on the anniversary of the deaths of the Eves family. Now, what is most interesting is the last line: "Forgive those who pass on the other side." Now, this plaque was placed here in 2011. Why did the town of Datchworth feel it was so important that plaque was placed here at All Saints Church centuries later, essentially asking for forgiveness? And what's also quite interesting about this story is that people do say that when they walk Rectory Lane at night, particularly in winter, even more so in January, that they sense things. People have reported sightings of the cart, and certainly people go away saying that the eeriness of the place, they just sense something.
With the wheels turning over the earth as the cart approaches. And when they look, it's creeping up behind them.
And in the cart, 4 dead bodies.
They're purported to be of the Eves family.
Yeah, we were taken here under the cover of darkness. The body is tossed into the cart and taken up Rectory Lane to the graveyard and buried in the middle of the night.
The rain's falling more heavily now.
It is. Yeah.
And high-sided.
See, I just find it really interesting that over all these centuries, all those years, that plaque was put in place, and it essentially says, "Please forgive us."
It does.
And you wouldn't do that if he didn't feel there was still something here that haunts this place. Well, you wouldn't, would you?
No, no.
So should we tell them the story?
I really feel like there's something behind it.
Oh, don't say that, don't say that, don't
But I
say
do.
that. No, you don't. No, you do not. You do not sense that. Don't sit. Oh, I can't get a scarf. Do you? Seriously? No, don't stop it. You're freaking me out.
Once you start feeling like
No, you
that.
don't. No.
Okay.
No, you don't. Don't. Let's tell them the story.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the story of the Eves family that has led to this lane being haunted? In 1769, it was one of the worst winters that they'd ever experienced. The serious crop failure at that time, and a lot of people, particularly those already in poverty, were stretched to breaking point. The Eves family in particular were one that suffered the most. And what's really sad about their story is that even when they begged the villagers, their neighbours, the townspeople for help, they got none. And at that time, people did feel that charity encouraged laziness or dependency. So they didn't give any help. The Eves family then caught fever. Again, the villagers did nothing. They didn't call a doctor. They didn't leave any food. And so James Eves, his wife and family, with the exception of one child, they were found having starved and frozen to death.
Yeah.
And it's very sad. There was only one child found, and I believe his name was William, and he ended his days in a mental asylum. But the rest of the family,
They perished.
I'm a standing stone in this place alone. I'm a standing stone in this place alone. In this magic ring.
oh God, how much you scared. Oh God, what's that?
I am not just one. Do I feel your company? Light filters
The other ghosts that were reputed to haunt Datchworth, there is one of a woman dressed entirely in black who is supposed to have hung herself when her beloved husband died. And apparently you can still hear the eerie screams that are said to belong to a highwayman who was dragged to his death behind a horse.
Is this place